Hello, this is Joanne from Rose's Creations, and I've been using my LEVO machine all day today. So I decarbed 14 grams of cannabis, and then I did some MCT oil infused. I did that. I also made gummy bears. And so the gummy bears are actually still getting hard. They're not hard enough yet in order to do anything with that. I could put it in a refrigerator, but I'm just gonna let it sit on the counter and see what happens. And then I also infused some honey. So now I'm gonna take the honey and I'm gonna dispense it and put it into the containers so that you can see that. I used 7 grams of cannabis. I decarbed it. And then I have the 7 grams in here, plus I have the old pod that was used for the MCT oil. I just left it in there because I figured it ain't gonna hurt. If I get more out of it, I get more out of it. If I don't, I'm fine. So I am going to use this container. So I put it under there, make sure that it's underneath the spout. And it says infusion complete. I'm just gonna lift up quick just so I can see what it looks like. Oh, it looks pretty dark. And now I will dispense. So push this button here and it dispenses down on the bottom there. I think it's going to keep dispensing all the way up until I stop pushing it, and then it dispenses a little bit longer than that. So I'm going to stop ahead of time in order to make sure that I don't, I have not figured out how to connect the LEVO to the app, but I did download the app. I love how the machine's working. It's making it so it's much more simpler than it used to be. And I'm gonna keep pouring, and then of course because it's thicker and it's been sitting in there a little while, I could have heated it up a little bit more, but I chose to just let it do its thing. I probably could do that so it wouldn't hurt to make it go faster, but I'm almost done on this one. It's pretty dark. I'm just gonna put it up to a little bit above the line, not much. And my cover goes on it. So 7 grams, 1.5 cups, maybe a little bit more of honey. So that should be there, and then this one should be this one. And I don't think I'm gonna have any more after this, but if I do, I'll put it in another container. Let me see what I can do about heating it up a little bit. Dry. Activate 30 seconds, 240. I think this will be a good one. So let it warm up a little bit just so I can get it out faster. do like how it dispenses. I can probably get a little bit more out of here. Kind of want to see how much. Let me scoot it over just a little bit so I can see better in here. Oh, there's still a good amount in there. So I might just do one more container. And I'm going to take the covers off. I'm going to take the cover off the capsules, and then I'm going to use the press on it. So LEVO press, and then push down. Get more of it out of there. And then more of it out of there. And I'm going to put this in a coffee cup. If I take this and put this inside of a coffee cup, what I'll end up doing is that when I make a cup of coffee, whatever's in here is just going to get diffused in my cup. Just like a tea bag. So I'm going to put the cover on here, like so. And then put my tea water in there and get much as I can out of that in there, out of there. And then the same thing with this one. So I'm going to take this one. I might have to put it in a bigger cup, which is fine, but press down here. Press down here. And then I still have a good amount in there. So I guess I did more than I thought. So I'm going to take a container, put it in here, and put the cover on it. And I'm going to distill as much of the honey out of here as I can for tea for later. Because, of course, those two will have infused honey in there, and I don't waste a darn thing. So I'm going to add hot water to that, and then I'll make teas with it. It'll be a tincture for a little bit. And then, sorry, I'm going to wash my hands. It'll be a tincture for a little bit. And then I still have more, so I am going to use another jar. And this jar's clean, so I am going to do the other jar and get rid of what's left in here. Still seems to be a good amount in there. This is honey, and like I said, I let it sit for a little while because I had a phone call that I had to answer. So I wasn't able to just, oh no! I almost dumped it. I'm going to take this little metal piece out. And I'm going to do the same thing with the metal piece. I'm going to put that in my cup. So it'll be used. What I'm doing right now is just taking a spatula and swaging it around over here to get as much as I can down the hole and the drain. So that's what I did there. And that still gave me more honey in there. So I did one big jar, one 4-ounce jar, and then I did a little bit here left. Like I said, I put more than I was going to put in there. But you know what I think I'm gonna do, and they don't say to do it, and they don't say I can't do it, so I'm gonna do it, is heat up a little bit of water. Take a little bit of the heated water that I have, and because I'm just gonna put it in there so I can let it flow, mix and flow with the stuff that's already in there. And it's gonna go right into this cup. I'm also gonna put this metal piece in there because, like I said, I don't want to lose anything. So I might as well wash it first, then put it into the dishwasher. So all I'm doing is taking a little bit of water and I put it in there. Not very much, just a little bit more than to cover. About a ½ inch, not even. And now I'm just gonna pour it down there because it's gonna go through and infuse my capsule things. Now my finger's sticky, but it did empty out this little compartment. So now when I take and push this button here and lift up, the button has a white button in here. You're supposed to push so you can lift up. And then put it right there. And I believe that's good enough. I can show you my gummy bears. They are done. At least they feel like they're done. To me, they feel like they're done. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this after I get off. The honey that's in here is good. I'm gonna keep one on the counter, one in the fridge. And then let's just check out the gummy bears. So that's some of the gummy bears. I put some of them in here, and then some of them I put in the LEVO one itself. And this looks good to me. It's popping right out. I think if I put it in the refrigerator, it'll be a little bit better. My hand's a little bit wet. Yeah, it got nice and jello-y like it's supposed to. Some of the oil got unmixed, I guess. I will do better on that next time. Still tastes good. And so I really shouldn't be taste testing everything, but it's so good. And I dropped a couple pieces and whatever, and yeah. So gummy bears. I have the gummy bears in that container there, and then I also have some more still in my pan. So I am going to have to mix that all over again and pour it some more. As soon as these are totally done, finishing drying up, because they're not totally done yet. So I'm gonna let them totally finish. And then when they're totally finished, I'm gonna pop them out, put some citrus, because I like the citric acid on it. I'm gonna do that to make it a little sweet and sour type thing. I am going to make tea out of this. So all I'm going to do is, I am definitely not going to drink it tonight though. But I am going to heat up water and I'm going to put tea in there. Hot water in there and let it get its, the cannabis out of the containers that I have in there. So I can make tea for tomorrow. I'll have to figure out how much I should use and how much I should like chillax on it. And hope you enjoyed the video. I like it, and I also like the taste because I did taste of it already. Here, and I can show you on this just because. Dunk that in there. Tastes pretty good. So, you have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, and have a good night.